what is time, right? It just flies when you're having so many profound miracles happen nonstop. As I learned to fall in love with the questions and not need the answers. The question is, could there be a way to use mirrors to identify elements of subconscious realms that still need healing, and to specifically heal those specific details, with how vast and infinitely complex unconscious body minds are? Could there be a way to use mirrors to pinpoint what needs to be healed and specifically heal it? So the end result would be, you go through this process of using mirrors, you use that process to identify what needs healing, and then you have like 1 to 5 mirror practices that you do 5 to 15 minutes every morning and evening, and after a few months those subconscious elements are healed, or a few years, just depending on the severity. So that's the preface to this. That's what's led up to this. I had a question, so I've been exploring it tonight. At the beginning of 2021, Kristen's unconscious body-mind had just completed the halted stages of neurodevelopment that resulted from suppressed childhood trauma. Her brain hemispheres finally had connection again, various systems finally regulated, and she was able to create new conscious memories for the first time in over 4 years. Yet she could not remember her entire life due to intensive amnesia. I want to know all of me. I want to know every part. I want to see everything that's happened that I've missed these past few years. I want to see every part of me. Because, my darling, you are divine perfection. And every part of me is worthy of being known. The artistry of existence astounds me. I am forever amazed. I stand awestruck and ever amazed. So looking directly in the mirror I'm holding, I see my normal parts of consciousness in my first subconscious layer. And then looking in the mirror and seeing the me behind me, who is looking in the mirror, reveals my second subconscious layer with guardian and nightingale parts. And then the me in the mirror that they are looking at reveals my third subconscious layer where Muppet parts inhabit. And I, the observational self who is here looking in the mirror, I am the conscious awareness. I'm not a part of the inner experiencer. I am the observational self. I am distinct. I am the observational self. These are my normal parts of consciousness in my first subconscious layer here. And then when I look in the mirror and see the me sitting behind me who's looking in a mirror, that's my second subconscious layer with guardian and nightingale parts. And then the me who is in the mirror. So I look in the mirror and I see the me that the me is looking at in the mirror. And that's my third subconscious layer, or 4 layers down from the conscious awareness, and that's where my inner child lives, Muppet parts of consciousness. Mirrors can be used in a million different ways to connect various aspects of consciousness and improve neural connectivity within the unconscious body-mind. Even without working with the information stored directly in the neural wiring, this can help improve and expand the way that neural data is able to connect, communicate, and collaborate for optimal well-being. Creating new associations with self. Working directly with the unconscious mind. Wow. I can't even right now. I just can't even. You can't rush your healing. Darkness has its teachings. Love is never leaving. I love you. You can't rush your healing. And you shouldn't ever feel the need to try and rush your healing. You take all the damn time in the world that you want, babe. You take all the space and all the time to heal all the things in all the ways. While creating part 2 of the known documentary series expressing all that she had learned along her implicit revelations journey, Kristen spent many hundreds of hours talking to herself in a mirror. The format of her video creations was her being interviewed and expressing her ideas. But while she was in this imaginary interview, she was actually talking to herself in a mirror and creating new associations with herself because she had no sense of self after experiencing all of the healing over the previous years, which you can find out more about in part 1 of the known documentary series. The completed video series of Known Part 2 totaled over 25 hours, but much more was recorded and every video was edited several times, also while practicing social self-engagement using mirrors. Before and after these excursions of talking to herself in mirrors, expressing the ideas she'd learned along her implicit revelations journey, she sang to herself in mirrors, nourishing internal attachments through melodic mirrorthons. Incredible miracles unfolded, and Kristen finally actually started to feel like herself in the autumn of 2021. Less than 1 year after her brain and body had started to regain the capacity to create new conscious explicit memories. Alright, so here's another mirror practice. The very first time I did that, I had to lay down and close my eyes and I'll connect with me while there's a bunch of clickety clacks, which is when there's rapid eye blinking and yawning, which is neural stuff getting processed, and I have to drop everything and practice loving presence so the neural integration can complete and more parts of my consciousness can come home. But this time I needed to just lay down and close my eyes, and that very rarely happens. That's how I know this is a good one. How far should the mirror be from my face? Visual distance impacts neural activity and connects with different aspects of consciousness. Consciousness has trillions of parts, and they're all flowing through this complex neural wiring. And so when you're activating different aspects of neural wiring, then you're connecting with different parts of consciousness who are experiencing that neural wiring beyond awareness. When we look at ourselves in a mirror, whether we're directly looking at ourselves or whether our peripheral vision is looking at ourselves, the automated manner in which we experience that reality depends on how neural wiring is navigating life, identity, and personal experience. I'm talking to myself in this mirror. Lots of mirrors, all the mirrors. Mirrors are going to be like my thing. So this was touching on a different element of peripheral vision. And this did something very unique to my brain. So I was curious. About it. Really surreal to be alive. Okay, so I was curious about it. Yeah, I know, right? Even more surreal to recognize the sound of my voice and my face in a mirror. I wonder if that will ever not trip me out. Profound aspect of all of this is how it deeply intertwines science and spirituality. I think that's probably one of the coolest things about this. Oh my God, my life is an impossible miracle. My life is an impossible miracle and none of it makes sense and it's all beautiful. It's all so beautiful. It's all so beautiful. It's so weird to recognize myself in the mirror. It's different. Somehow, some way, something about recognizing myself in a mirror today is different. I see me with more clarity somehow. I see me with more connection somehow. I see me with a deeper sense of self-resonance. Yep, okay, so it's confirmed there are aspects of my inner child who are here orienting as the adult she is today for the very first time. It fits exactly my theory! Neural activity from a few years ago is activated and navigating my sense of self when I'm 1 foot away from a mirror, whereas more updated recent neural data is activating when I'm 3 feet away from the mirror, and that's providing automated translations of reality in accordance with my self-recognition. Just a thought, though. Just a thought. Wow, that is profound. That is profound. I didn't realize that it was still this much stuff to heal. Bring it on. But this is fascinating. Instead, there were discrepancies regarding the implicit energetic components of self-resonance. That is an incredible way to put that. Whoa, where did that come from? You just whipped that out your buttocks? That is a great phrase. Implicit energetic components of self-resonance. I love that. Oh my God. And this could be used for in a lot of cool ways too, because you could be creating new self-associations with your voice, self-associations with your body, because it combines it with mirror practices, and you're building new neural pathways because you're using mantras. Aspects of the inner child who are seeing the adult that she grew up to be for the very first time. So miraculous. Self-recognition, which connects with the explicit elements of inner and outer realities connecting through the body, and self-resonance, which is the implicit energetic particulars allowing for self-association throughout parts of consciousness, or as parts of consciousness experience that form of self-association and connectivity while sharing the experience of the brain and the body. I don't know anything. Not even one thing is the thing that I know. So, that's where it connects. So, with my idea of using, release all attachment to outcomes, just flowing. I know nothing. I allow the divine to work through me. Whew, this is like just so revolutionary. I don't even know what to do with myself. Like, what? Who am I? It's awesome. I don't know anything. So cool. Using mirrors to assess subconscious health. There's ways to apply it in reference to specific subconscious parts. And then there's a lot more power for understanding and healing because you're working directly with consciousness and not just brain-body wiring. That was her whole theme. That was Kristen's whole theme, was using consciousness to heal the brain and the body, not just trying to heal the mind or change the brain-body wiring, but specifically working with consciousness. A way to assess and heal the unconscious body, mind, or subconscious realms by harnessing the power of consciousness. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. I like that. A healing journey clarifier. Integration is never the goal. Loving presence is the goal. Integration happens naturally once loving presence is achieved. Wow, I love that. Because if I were to be here being like, okay, integration is my goal, then I'm assessing where I was, where I want to be, and I'm trying to change the reality I'm experiencing. But if my goal is love and presence, then I release all resistance. And in that space of surrender, the healing happens naturally, resulting in something way better than trying to get there. It's like I'm seeing different aspects of my consciousness. There's different aspects of my consciousness who are experiencing the mind of perceiving, and there are different aspects of consciousness experiencing being seen in the body. And those are all subconscious parts in experience within and beyond awareness. And then there's the observational self who is guiding the experience in the mind with direct connection to the parts of consciousness in the first subconscious layer. From that space, there's power to aid other parts of consciousness. Consciousness is directly having that experience, but it's beyond awareness. That's the most profound part of this. It's not brain-body wiring, and it's not aspects of the self that you can perceive. It's parts of consciousness who are having their own reality far beyond what the conscious mind can understand in any capacity. Way beyond awareness. Way beyond awareness. There are aspects of the self who are directly linked with the original foundations of neural wiring. So self-resonance may arise as one of infinite potential examples when a 2-year-old version of the self recognizes the adult they are today in relation to the 2-year-old self that they understood themselves to be. Consciousness is having that experience beyond awareness in the unconscious body mind, with my conceptual theories that I've been playing with. When I'm here and I'm seeing different parts of my consciousness, is how I describe them. I'm seeing different aspects of myself. Myself, S with a capital S. I'm seeing different aspects of myself, my divine self. Yes! But there's like so many layers to it, because there's different aspects of me who are perceiving through the mind, and different aspects of me who are being seen through the body. So I don't know where to go with that or anything, but it's just really interesting because I've been exploring this topic of self-resonance. Am I seeing a different version of me? Is that the same me that I see here? And if not, or even if so, like, what does that actually mean? What does it actually mean to see a different aspect of yourself? Like, you're still you standing here, you're still you seeing, it's still just a mirror reflecting your body. So what does it actually mean if to see a completely different aspect of yourself? You know, like, what does that actually mean? Right? And so it's that there's trillions of parts of consciousness, and all of them are linked with specific elements of internal intel. The ultimate healing journey goal is uniting parts of consciousness to heal brain-body wiring through the power of love and presence. So just some case study notes. I think I'm going to be doing this case study till I die. I think I'm going to be doing my implicit revelations case study until I die. So that's cool. Just picture me 90 years old. Today's case study notes. It feels like I know nothing and I have everything because I am everything, and in that space, knowing is irrelevant because I am all of it. So that's kind of a cool divine way to put it.